Tuvok, Voyager's chief of security, assembled an elite force of security personnel.
Tertiary what?
Hello, this is Scoryth of the Crimson Renegades, and welcome to Episode 1 of Season 1 of Playthrough featuring Star Trek Voyager, Elite Force. As I said in the introductory episode, I played this game when it first came out, and I played it all the time, over and over and over again. Only the single-player campaign mode, though. I never played it online. I was never very good at it. I'm still not very good at online FPS games, or FPS games in general, actually. I played it so much that I actually managed to find all the secrets, at least I think so. As I said, Star Trek Voyager, Elite Force. I played it to death, and I found pretty much all of the secrets, I think, in the game, but it has been so long since I have played it, I don't remember them all. So there's no guarantee I'll be able to show you all the secrets, but I'll do my best to try to remember them all. So, let's get started. Probably the first thing you should do is make sure you configure your controls properly. I've already done that off screen, so I'm not going to worry about showing that to you because every person has a different preference. So, let's get started. We're going to go to New Game. We're going to skip the tutorial this time, and because, like I said, I suck at FPS games, we're going to go on Easy. And we're going to play male. You can choose, as you can see, a male or female. There's not really much difference in the interaction between male and female. Your voice actor is obviously just a female, or whichever. And there's really not much else that happens in the game. There's no like romance scenes or anything like that occurs. But now that we've got that selected, we will start. But like all good Star Trek games, we don't actually start the game. We engage, which is what we're going to do now. And I'll try to be quiet during the most of the cutscenes with voiceovers.
Voyager was transported
but if I have a comment break, I'm going to make it.
70,000 light years across the galaxy to the Delta Quadrant.
And in case you haven't seen Star Trek Voyager, the actual show, you're about to get a little of the intro right here.
We began our 70-year journey home. In our numerous encounters, we came into contact with many dangerous and violent species. Having a limited crew with no chance of reinforcements, we determined that we needed a specialized team to handle the more dangerous situations. Tuvok, Voyager's chief of security, assembled an elite force of security personnel named the Hazard Team.
That's us.
Ensign Monroe is second in command of this uniquely trained team. Equipped with 7 of 9's experimental anti-Borg weapon, the Infinity Modulator, the Hazard Team has beamed to a Borg cube on a dangerous mission. However, the team was quickly overwhelmed, and the iMod is now in the hands of the Borg.
That's not good.
Separated from the rest, Monroe is attempting to rescue the team.
Yeah, me being the hero. Oh, wait, I'm gonna be a hero? Yeah, that's not good either. Oh, look at there, a Borg. You've seen those many times in many different parts of Star Trek universe. I've loaded them a lot up in Star Trek Online. I'll get my mouth working here in a minute.
Tuvok, I've been cut off from the rest of the Hazard Team.
That's obviously me right there.
They are.
Mr. Monroe, we have isolated your team members' life signs. They appear to be trapped in the tertiary power modulation chamber.
The what?
Rescue them at any cost.
How do you pronounce that? How do you spell that? Even though it's right there.
Tertiary what?
I just said that. Okay. And we're getting started. Mission information updated. Hit the mission info key to view.
I've uploaded your mission objectives and tactical information. Review it now before proceeding.
I was working on that too before you so rudely interrupted me. Rescue your teammates. Reclaim the iMod from the Borg. Tactical information. Shooting and destroying Borg distribution nodes will deactivate green force fields and also Borg enemies nearby. That's good to know because it's much easier to just hit one of those and disable the Borg than to have them creepily approach you and just look at you like that one is. Okay, I'm going to walk away from that one. As you can see over there, that's the distribution node, also known as a dis node. If I shoot it, all these Borg here will go offline. If I try to shoot the Borg, they'll attack me, and they could, since I don't have that Infinity Modulator, as they were talking about in the intro, they will end up being invulnerable to any shot I put at them, and they can eventually kill me. So, let's just disable them all now by hitting them with the dis node. Just like that. As you can see in the lower left-hand corner, it's your health and shields. The health is the large orange bar, the shields is the smaller purple bar. It's not necessarily true shields as like say in Halo, whereas your enemies will hit only your shields first, and when it depletes, then it'll affect your health. It's more like, not exactly half and half, but sometimes you'll take a little bit of health and a little bit of shield damage at the same time. On the lower right is my ammo in the current weapon. Now, I have only 2 weapons to demonstrate right now, but as you can see, the phaser now has a yellow ammo. That is a constantly charging weapon. If I fire it, it will recharge over time and doesn't require any kind of specific ammo. This weapon, however, is a Starfleet created weapon and uses a blue type of ammo that I'll show you more about later. There's a third type of ammo that I'll give you more detail later when we come across those type of weapons. As you can see, all the Borg in this general area have been disabled thanks to me destroying that disk node. Over here in that far corner, you see what's called a plasma filter. That is a destructible object that can actually lead to different areas and can do some damage to, well, anything that's nearby it, preferably not myself. So you just shoot it once, and it destroys that little hole here, and we found a secret! Walk over here. And this is a weapon energy terminal. Like I was saying, the blue ammo that you use for your Starfleet weapons can be refilled at any terminal that looks similar to this. They won't always look exactly like this, but they will have like this little blue thing here that you can use to know that this is actually for recharging Starfleet weapons. I'll crouch and get back out from under here. Another thing to point out is all weapons in this game have 2 firing modes. Since I'll go over this area, there's no enemies here for me to really deal with. I'll just shoot these Borg as an example. The first one is just a standard gunfire mode. It just shoots a few straight shots. The second mode is a sniper mode. Or sniper shot, rather, not really sniper mode. It fires one concentrated beam that will typically do, just like you saw to that Borg, pretty much just vaporize the target. The phaser also has 2 firing modes. One that just does a little bit of damage, and then again, like the sniper rifle, so it can also vaporize enemies. It's a little bit stronger, use up a little more energy. It's not quite as potent as the sniper rifle, but it'll work if you're completely out of ammo in other areas. We'll switch back to the compression rifle now and continue through here. And since these Borg have not been fired at by me, they don't realize I just killed all their buddies in the other area. And like in the movies and videos that you may have seen before, the Borg will ignore you until you attack them. And that will just walk right through the force field. Now here's another disk node here. Is this where you need to take down this green force field? We're going to shoot this disk node and turn them off. The reason I use the sniper mode to take down the disk node is it's a much stronger attack, obviously, and will take down the disk node in one hit, keeping the Borg from suddenly overwhelming while I'm just trying to take down their disk node. Which is not that strong, it doesn't take that many hits to take it down, but on harder levels they could get on you pretty quick. Like I said, since I'm playing on easy here, I have a lot more health and ammo. Don't come near me, you look creepy. On harder difficulties, as I was trying to say, you have less health and shields, and the recharge terminals that I showed you earlier for the weapon will give you less ammo back. Here's another plasma filter. There's nothing much to see over here other than just a couple of more Borg doing their thing. We shoot this plasma filter, stay back from it because like I said earlier, it can cause damage. So we'll shoot the plasma filter and we'll crouch into here. There's a little ladder here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can use it, go up and finagle your way around here. Drop down here. Hang a left here, and I forgot to turn off run mode again. This is not my first take here, but this is the second time I forgot to turn off my run mode. That thing drops down and squishes that Borg, which is always funny to watch happen. Hop down here, nothing really to bother you on this level, but as you can see down here, there's the iMod. It's kind of hard to see from here. There's that little oddly shaped thing right there. As you can see, it says iMod, Infinity Modulator. Now, we could jump straight down and get it and immediately start getting into a fight with the Borg, but I don't want to do that quite yet. I want a little bit of time to get ready for them before they attack me. So we'll hit this elevator switch, it brings us down, walk through here, and
my savior, get the iMod, it's on that table.
There's Beesman, who is another member of the Hazard team, who apparently got captured somehow and not assimilated for some reason. It's a yellow shield, so obviously we can't take it down with any disk node because there's no yellow disk node around here. And as soon as you pick up the Infinity Modulator, that's when everything goes to hell and everything starts to attack you. Because you now are considered a threat to the Borg and they will attack you. Use the iMod to take down the Borg. The iMod also has 2 firing modes, well, like all weapons. Let's take a look at the mission information. Reclaim iMod from the Borg. Succeeded. Yay. Okay. It has 2 firing modes also. The primary mode is just a straight shot, pretty rapid fire, not a whole lot of damage. The secondary mode is much slower, but does a lot more damage, especially against the Borg. And is very useful when other weapons have become useless against the Borg because of their ability to adapt. This is a health energy terminal. When your health or shields are below max, all you gotta do is walk up to it and interact with it, and it will not necessarily completely recharge depending on how much you have and what difficulty you're on, but it will give you some of it back. And we can proceed on through here. Now that we've rescued Beesman, he'll help us out, but considering he doesn't have an iMod, sounds like some new Apple device, he will have absolutely no use for us because his weapon will pretty much do nothing. Now that we've alerted the Borg to our presence, it's best to just pretty much shoot any Borg you see before they attack you. So let's go ahead and just take this guy down. And we'll move on. And, okay, hello. Where'd you come from? Oh, hey, look, a Borg.
Thanks,
What happened to this guy?
I'll get Odell back to the ship.
Looks like he ate it. Oh well, he must have been a red shirt. We are Borg. Well, congratulations. Nice to meet you. I am not. There's some Borg attacking us from different directions, so once we... Yeah, whatever. I didn't hear what Beesman said. As you can see around here, there's a little health energy terminal here if you need it, and a fancy wall here that we can't get by. So we gotta go around another direction. Going through here. And, oh, more Borg. Considering on easy, your ammo is not that big of a deal considering the terminals give you a lot back. You can go ahead and use your alternate fire mode against the Borg to hit them in one hit, because you're not really going to run out of ammo, especially in this area. It's really early. It's kind of a tutorial area.
Hey, a blue force field? I don't see a dis node here. Must have a special power source.
Yes, it must, because a blue dis node right next to the force field would be completely pointless. It would not make me have to go on a small side journey. So we have to go over here, hit this elevator switch.
I'd come with you if I had an iMod, but let's say I stay here and hold down the fort.
Yeah, you do that, Beesman, because I'll come down here and do this by myself. There's another weapon energy terminal, and more Borg.
Hey, nice shooting, Monroe.
Yeah, real hard. Woo, I have used a lot of ammo for that. Now, you see this little grate here? It's somewhat damaged. We have to go through there, but we can't get there because of the grate. So we shoot the grate. Personally, what I would have rather done is switch the phaser, take it out, just to save the ammo, but considering, like I said, this is a tutorial area, I'm not really worried about ammo. If I had one of those...
If you're not back in 5 minutes, I'm not going in after you.
Yeah, how brave of you, Beesman. If I had, closer to the end of the game and had something like that, I would use the phaser to save the ammo, because energy terminals are a little bit harder to come by. And again, especially on harder difficulties, you get less back, so you want to try to conserve ammo on harder difficulties. As you see what I did there, those plasma bombs that you saw.
Force field step. What the?
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Well, he's dead. So, we just took down those plasma filters you saw me use earlier, and they took down the blue force field. And then the Borg zoomed in and ended up capturing, or killing, or assimilating, whatever, Beesman. Not important to me at this point. I don't know the guy. Oh, hey look, more Borg. Let's take these guys down. They don't shoot, luckily, so the only way they can actually do damage to you is if they get within melee range. And the animation they do when those little tendrils start injecting their nano probe things into you is really creepy. So we'll just try to avoid that altogether. And just keep them away from us. Now the blue force field's down, we'll move on. There's a yellow force field here. Luckily we don't have to shoot any kind of special dis node. There's a little control panel right here that turns it off. And we go on through. Anytime you see this entering new area sign right there, it obviously means you're fixing to get a load area, and we'll do that now. I don't know what's wrong with the screen there, but whatever. Okay, there we go. Moving on. Another health energy terminal. We don't need it. You can't access the health energy terminal like you saw maybe before the load screen was there. You can't get to it because the load trigger, I guess, is too close to it, so you wouldn't be able to get to it. This is the only way to access it. So if you need it, use it. If you don't, bypass it. Here's a weapon energy terminal. I do need this because I'm low on ammo. As you can see now, it's blacked out. I've used up all that it can provide. And as you can see, I have a maximum of 300 in the lower right-hand corner. I only have 298 now, so it filled me up, but not totally. But that's no big deal. And those terminals do give you a good amount on easier levels, but once they run out, you can't use them again. And here come more Borg. And like I said, if you see any Borg in alcoves, go ahead and just shoot them now. That way you don't have to deal with them, because they're all aggressive at this point. They know you're here, they consider you a threat, you're in trouble. So just kill them all. We're going to go around this way and ignore those Borg and shoot this DIS node. And watch them just go to sleep. And we'll fill up some more ammo. There we go. This, by the way, here, you may have seen these in other areas. This is not a DIS node. This is just a fancy prop. So don't get confused with those or trying to shoot those to disable the Borg. It won't work. I've mistakenly tried that the first few times when I played this a long time ago. Here is a plasma filter, but there's nothing here. I wonder what we can use it for. Oh look, Borg. Oh hey look, a bomb. Hey look. No, well, okay, damn it. Well, usually it gets all of them if you time it right. But if not, you can just shoot the rest of the Borg that don't get destroyed by the plasma filter. Okay, another Borg in an alcove, take it down. And that right there is an elevator. It leads to the next area. So let's go up to it and get assaulted by the Borg again. Amazing how they just happen to beam in no matter where I am, right? Health energy terminal, I don't need it. Hit the elevator switch. And let's move on. It'll go up on its own after a moment. Just have to have a little patience. Now this next area, I screwed up on several times. Well, okay, at least once, when I first played this game a long time ago. I'll show you why. As you proceed through here, there's a little bridge here. Don't walk on the bridge, that's why. Genius over here decided to shoot those Borg off the bridge.
The Borg took the team through there.
Beam out, Chang. You've done all you can here.
Yeah, you screwed up my path enough. Get out of here. Now we can't go over there, thanks to Chang. We have to play hoppity-hop across these platforms. So, we're going to wait on that platform to come back up and just simply step off onto it. It'll take us up to this little platform, and we get attacked by Borg that are going to come out of those alcoves right there. No problem, just a couple of them. And if you need an ammo terminal, I'm sorry, weapon energy terminal. And then we mosey over here, get attacked again. There's nothing in here, and it's just for looks. Now, there is a secret nearby, and I believe if we follow this one, this says it comes up. Jump in this little hole here, and here's a secret with a weapon with a health energy terminal. I don't need it, but it's nice to find a secret. In case you do need it, in case you're playing on a harder level, there you go. Now, don't be like me and jump down there. You'll take a little damage. Depending on how much you take, you might want to have to take this back up here to get the health energy terminal. So, I'm just not going to make that mistake. Take this thing back down, then step off. Oh, almost overdid it. Wait for that to come down, and then just step on it, let it take you down. And then step off. And we're into the next area. There's another weapon energy terminal if you need it. We're going to fill up. I also like to make sure it's maxed out, even though I don't really need it to be. Yes, it is. Oh, hey, look, more. I could have used the plasma filter there to blow them up, but meh. If you're really worried about it, you could have. If you want to use it, use them. If you don't, don't. Now these Borg here are obviously already alert to your presence because, as you can see, he's trying to look at me, but his neck only goes so far. But since we're at a safe spot up here, we don't want to get attacked by them, so we're going to shoot them from up here. Now we don't have to deal with the Borg. Take the elevator down, or just jump down, whichever you prefer. There's another elevator over there. Apparently the Borg really love elevators. And another weapons terminal. Hit the elevator switch to bring that elevator down. Step on. And we go up. Another Borg in the alcove. Down. Health pack if you need it, or health terminal. Another plasma filter. Let's see if we can draw a few in here for some nice explosions. Boom. That's always fun. Okay, here is a gap. That is a gap of infinite death. And more Borg. Okay, we're going to ignore these Borg this time. And wait for this platform here. This is actually a platform you can stand on. Don't walk in there. Wait for it to come down. Take your time. No rush. I'm going to stay on this platform, and it will raise you up. High-tech elevator. You can jump there to wait for it to go all the way up, doesn't matter. These Borg are already staring at me, so let's do the same thing we did in the other room, and kill them. No big deal. You can go back down if you desire, but there's no need. Or you can just go off the side. Whatever. We'll continue on this way, as you can see right there. There's the gap we need to cross. And now we're across it. Take this little elevator down. And we are safely across the gap with the Borg that we killed. No problem. We're going to take a new area again, so let's go. Okay. Mission information, rescue your teammates. Blue information at the bottom of the mission information is usually just a few small hints that'll help you along. Things you already know. The iMod can defeat all the Borg. This best weapon used against them. You know, blah blah blah. We already know about the disk nodes and all that, but it's good to know for later on. Oh hey, look.
Monroe, thank God. Get us out of here.
Oh look, Beesman survived.
Voyager. I've located the hazard team. They're trapped behind some sort of force field.
Acknowledged, Ensign. See if you can locate the control console for the force field.
Well, that's done. Control console. Behind another force field. Where's the control console for that force field? Is it behind another force field? Well, it's green. It probably has a disk node somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, hey, look. A disk node. And look, Borg. And look, sleeping Borg. Let's laugh at him. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's move on. But will we be able to rescue the team and we're being back to Voyager safely? Let's find out. Next time on Playthrough featuring Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. This is Scoryth of the Crimson Renegades. We'll see you later.